You're listening to the Retina UK National Peer Support Group Winter Meeting, recorded Wednesday, the 11th of February 2026.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Retina UK National Peer Support Group Winter Meeting. My name is Mark Baxter. I'm joined to my right with Caroline, who will be supporting tonight's meeting with any questions you may have and the Zoom controls. So please feel free to use the comments box if you wish. So tonight's meeting is all around events that are put on externally. We at Retina UK strive to provide information and support services through our online webinars and our peer support groups in regards to services, signposting and assistive technology. But when it's a case of getting hands-on with these assistive technology products, and also to get face-to-face with any services and support from a local level, it's where can I find these support services? And it's fantastic that there are organisations out there that can deliver this all under one roof. We all know about the Site Village events that are arranged by the Queen Alexandra College, but sometimes they may not be in a local area. So I am very, very pleased to introduce Sarah Kitson from Optelec, who will be speaking about Vision Zone, that are local based events which offer exactly the same levels of technology and support services on a local level for you to get hands on and support that you may require. So thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us this evening. We really do appreciate your time. Over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me on this evening. So yeah, as Mark introduced me, I'm Sarah Kitson. I am the events organizer and marketing specialist for Optelec. If you've not heard of Optelec before, we are a company that manufactures assistive technology. We do everything from opticals, electronics, magnifiers, lighting, software. We literally cover it all. Myself, I've been with Optelec for just shy of 12 years, so I know the place inside and out. And I run an event that's my own little baby called Vision Zone. If you've not heard of a Vision Zone before, it's basically, it started off quite small. Vision Zone did, where it was just as showcasing the latest technology that have come out to support all areas of sight loss. We do them tightly knit with each society in every single part of the UK. So it's kind of like a partnership. We then decided that Vision Zone needed to be a lot bigger, and we wanted to provide people that, you know, were already, you know, they've been born with a visual impairment, or whether they were newly diagnosed. There was this gap between diagnosis and now what. I have my mum herself, she has a visual impairment. My granddad also only had one eye. He lost one of his eyes. And it was the same case, you know, we kind of went from hospital to now what? What do we do now? What's out there? How do we gain our independence again? So it was kind of being put in the dark. So the Vision Zone events are very much, each one's tailored in different locations. So we always involve the local society. And we always involve the sensory team from the councils, because they do provide a lot of support. And we have lots of different exhibitors. So we can have anything from guide dogs to British Blind Sport to in-home care, and things like, I haven't had my wine yet, just ignore me. But yeah, we have lots of different things. So you can have Meals on Wheels. I found a really interesting one today, actually, which was visual impairment shooting. So they do things like, if you get like clay pigeon shooting or things like that, it's done by a sensory gun. So you can actually take part in that and enjoy things like that. I've found sailing companies that do things, holiday companies. So it's not all just charities and services and lots of technology. It's also lots of activities, things that you can get involved in outside of the home. So yeah, Vision Zone, there are about 200 events all over the UK. There's always going to be one local to where you are. I can absolutely guarantee you that. And it's always worth coming down and meeting with our professional consultants and gaining that hands-on experience with assistive technology. So yeah, that's kind of a nutshell of what Vision Zone is.
Excellent. Has anyone got any questions for Sarah?
No one's waving at me at the moment.
No. So,
oh, yes, Susan's waving.
Susan's waving.
Yeah. So,
Hi, Susan.
how do we find our local one?
So you can give us a call at Optelec and obviously speak to me on the phone. We do post them on our social media, so you can join the Facebook page as well. They're always posted on there. If you are on our database, you will get an invite through the post. And also the local society will be posting them on their websites as well. So there's different ways, but if you're ever in doubt, you can always give us a call and we can tell you where your nearest one's going to be. Thank you.
We will provide all contact information for links, telephone numbers, and what to expect, any information that Sarah wants to pass on to me, and we can put that all into a follow-up email, so you can make your own research to see when the next Vision Zone is going to be in your area, and just check out what might be there for you to get hands-on and find out more about. So any more questions?
No, not at the moment.
I've just got a question for you, Sarah. Do you provide kind of hands-on demonstrations for some of the technology? Because we have found, with technology, people like to get hands-on with it, but sometimes it's not demonstrated, especially if they've bought it online. Sometimes it's nice to get an overview of how things work, try before you buy type thing.
Yeah, so at the events, they're normally quite busy. So if you find you do come to one and there's not enough time with the consultant themselves, we do have consultants all over the UK and they can do home visits. We do these because not everybody likes a busy event. Not everybody can get out or has that family support unit where they can get transported there. So we do offer free home visits. We don't charge for them. We literally just ask, what are you wanting to do? What are your limits with your sight loss? And the reps will always recommend, a few items that you can literally try hands on and do things that you would around the house. So maybe you've got a hobby or you've got a favorite book or you want to watch the TV. So they'll sit and they'll do those things with you. And then if you did ever purchase anything, there is a 30-day money back guarantee where you can ring us back, you can return the equipment and you can try something else. So there is that option, definitely.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, all our representatives are actually optical background as well. So some of them were domiciliary opticians, some of them worked in optical retail. They've all got years and years experience, so they know what they're talking about.
Excellent. What's some of the highlights of some of the exhibitors that you've had that you've been really impressed by? You mentioned shooting. I know there's lots of VI sports now coming to the forefront so we can still enjoy leisures and pastimes. Again, sailing is one of them. But what are some of your favourites that you've come across that you think, wow, that's pretty impressive? Definitely recommend that to our VI community.
Yeah, so one thing for me that I came to find out about, it's only in the last 3 years, we actually won an award last year for our Vision Zone. It was for family and children's in the southwest. We have the mayors of the local places at our events quite a lot because they want to take an interest and learn more about the VI community and what they can offer. But I met a gentleman from a place called All Things Dotty. And they basically do greeting cards, and they can print things that you want in Braille, and they do like extra large games and things that other people would necessarily take for granted, that it can make it more accessible for everybody else. And I really enjoyed him as an exhibitor. He's coming again this year to a lot of other things. Like I say, the shooting thing was something that I found today, and I never knew that existed, so I thought that was brilliant.
Excellent. I think there's also VI archery as well. We know a person that's a member of the GB team, and I think VI archery again is very much done on the same principle with the sound, lasers, etc. So there is plenty of activities to get involved if you wanted to try something new.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, one chap that I've met years ago, and you'll know him. Everybody will know him. The blind poet,
Yeah.
Dave Steele.
Yeah.
There you go. Everybody knows Dave. Yeah. So I first met Dave in the pandemic, and this was before he did his children's books. And obviously that chap has gone. He's gone everywhere. He's done everything. I think he's a real inspiration, because obviously he himself suffers with RP. So we've actually trying to get hold of some of his books for our next children's event, which he is working on for us. But yeah, he's a real inspiration. I do find David as well.
No, no one's waving.
No.
No, Pete's just put his hand up.
Pete. Hi, Pete. A question for Sarah.
Yeah, you mentioned AI things being cooked up in the States. I mean, can you describe some of the latest exciting ones?
Yeah, so we do supply the Orcam. For those that don't know what Orcam is, it's basically a reading pen. So it works by an infrared laser that you can point. Pardon? Oh, that you can point and read things. So the latest one that we've got come out is the Orcam Read 3, and it's actually been updated to be able to detect different types of money. So it can detect coins and what different notes there are. It can detect handwriting now. It's actually the first of its kind that can dictate handwriting as well, because obviously, as you know, everybody's handwriting is completely different. So for that to be able to pick up that kind of technology is absolutely incredible. So greeting cards, if anyone's sending you greeting cards or a written letter, or it will read it back to you now. So that's pretty incredible. That's come out in the last few months, definitely.
Excellent. I've got another question for you, Sarah. You mentioned about the book, the children's book event. We do with inherited sight loss. It can affect children as well as adults from a young age. I was diagnosed with RP myself when I was only 8. Can you share a little bit more about that book event, just in case we've got parents that might like to attend that are listening in or have joined us this evening?
Yeah, so it's not a book event. What it is we not last year, the year before, we joined with More Vision, which is a children's charity in the southwest. And nobody's ever actually done, well, from what we do, they've not done really anything targeted at children. It's always, the older generation. So we thought, why not try it? It was a big success, and I got speaking to David because he's literally just bringing out his children's books. Obviously, you've got people that do your audio books and things like that, but David's books are based on his own son, I believe, and his own journey and things at school and stories that are going on like that. So I'm really hoping that David is going to be able to supply us with a few books that we can have at this big event, that we can be able to show people, and they can obviously go and purchase them for their children or whatever. But at the Southwest Vision Zone, there is a lot for children to do. We have catering, we have activities. It's in October, and the last one was also in October, and we kind of aimed it around Halloween, so there was lots of activities for children, good for older children as well. So we had students from college that would come in and talk to people, who would guide them in careers maybe that they wanted to do. It was a lot bigger on a scale of things that we would normally do. Really informative.
Excellent. It seems like it's extremely inclusive for all age groups. That's really good. Do you collaborate with the likes of like Blind in Business? You mentioned things like careers and stuff. We collaborate a lot with Blind in Business, especially through our young adults program. We support young adults between the ages of 18 and 30 through peer support groups and in-person activities. You know, we've had them come and speak before at peer support groups in the past.
Yeah, so I think they came to ours, not like I say, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. We have invited them again this year. I say it's still being put together. These events they do take a long time to put together, and to think there's 200 of them all over the UK, it's a big job. So it's everything from sourcing an accessible venue to making sure the transport links are right, you know, to making sure we've got exhibitors, that, you know, we've got the advertisements done. There's a heck of a lot that goes into it, as you know.
It sounds amazing what you're doing, and 200 events. That's pretty impressive. Is there a way if someone is interested in a particular exhibitor, you know, is there like a request form that someone could fill and say, "Do you know, I really would like to see this exhibitor there." You know, are you led by what is current, or are you led by what the community is screaming out for or looking for, whether it's technology support or activities?
Yeah, so I mean, we do have feedback forms with each of our event, because obviously we want to know where we maybe went wrong, maybe where we did really well. So we do tend to go on what the individual is asking for. Obviously our aim is to bring knowledge of technology to people, you know, so they can get that hands-on. But we don't necessarily book people to see a specific exhibitor, because all our events are free. We don't charge the exhibitors to attend, and we don't charge people to come in either. It is all funded by ourselves. So people are free to just drop by whenever they want, browse, stay as long as they want, speak to whoever they want. It's quite relaxed. Whereas Site Village is absolutely fantastic, because we go there every single year. But we find that it is very busy. And our events are a bit more on the calmer level, so people can actually spend that time and take their time speaking to people.
No, it sounds really good. We exhibit at the Site Village events. I think we're going to believe we are at all 6 events this year. And we was at London last year, and it did get pretty busy. But it's also good to have a peruse and see what is out there from a tech standpoint, and obviously how and where we can signpost to as well. What days and times do you tend to, is it across the week? Is it of an evening? Do you do them predominantly at a weekend?
Yeah, so all the Vision Zone events are Monday to Friday. They are during the week. They're usually between the hours of like 10 till 3. But they're all on different days. Sometimes do vary. It's all down to the venue accessibility, what time we can get in there, you know, what time of year it is. We don't tend to book a lot over school holidays, because we find that people want to get away. They don't want to be stuck here, do they? They want to get away. So no, exactly. You know, we all want to have a break every now and again. So we tend not to do them in the school holidays a lot. And we are mindful of the times of the year as well, because obviously we don't necessarily do them from late November through to the end of January, because the weather's so poor. As I'm sure you guys are experiencing, it's absolutely torrentially raining here. It's awful. It's like flooding everywhere. So who wants to come out in that? So yeah, more springtime onwards throughout the year.
And you mentioned that you've got 200 events. Do you cover, you know, you mentioned north, is it northwest? Do you cover sort of southwest? Do you cover Scotland and Wales, and do you manage to get to Northern Ireland as well to cover other regions of the UK?
Yeah, we go all the way up to the top of Inverness. We literally go the whole of the UK. So you're looking like Norfolk, Norwich, through the middle of the East Midlands, West Midlands, through to Wales, the whole of the South. We have done the Isle of Man, the Isle of Wight. We've just missed out on Ireland this year because I think the RNIB have just had their tech exhibition in the Northern Ireland. So that's not on our map for this year, but every other nook and cranny is.
Oh, that's brilliant. No, it is amazing that you can cover such a wide area. It's absolutely amazing that you can get everywhere to provide these services and technology. Thank you very, very much. Does anybody have any questions, for myself or to Sarah, or just you want to discuss, if you've got any questions regarding getting to one of these events or Site Village, for example. I know we do have the dates for those if you wanted to come and check out some of the Optelec gadgets and gizmos at that event as well, if you prefer that one. If you are local to where they are this year. We've got any hands up? No, I think we're good.
Oh, Keith's
Oh,
waiting.
Keith, you right, Keith?
Oh, and Deborah then after that.
Okay, Keith and Deborah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go on, Deborah.
Oh, you're a gentleman, Keith.
Oh.
Thank you, Keith. I was just going to ask, when is the next Site Village and where would it be held this year?
So the next one is going to be in Glasgow on the 17th of March. And then we've got Exeter on the 14th of April. And then June 2nd, they're in Leeds. September.
Birmingham.
Birmingham on the 7th and the 8th of July. September the 22nd, they're in Llandudno, North Wales. And then the 27th and the 28th of October, they're in London. They've actually moved it a few weeks further forward for the London one in October. So it's not usually in October.
Okay, thank you.
We will provide links to the QAC website for those events as well, and the dates and where they're going to be at. Like I say, Retina UK and Optelec are going to be at those events, so please do come and say hello to us and try out some of the latest equipment, accessibility equipment from Optelec. And Keith, your question.
Sally, Sarah, sorry.
Hello.
Well, all your sister. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a question about the Optelec pen. My problem is I'm nervous about buying anything because I find technology quite difficult to.
Oh.
I think the sound went off a bit then, didn't it? I got the pen.
I think he must have lost connection.
Oh, he might. Oh,
he's disappeared.
Oh, we've lost Keith.
Oh no.
Never. Hopefully Keith will be back.
I think he was maybe asking about how simple the Orcam pen was maybe to use.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that in case he pops back in again?
Yeah, because we will be sharing the audio recording as well. So, and Keith will get that. So yeah, if you wanted to share, how easy is the technology that's out there today? Can you get hands on with it? Are there tutorials? Customer services support is always something that we hear. If you are struggling with it, is there a number that you can just ring up and dial to say it's not working, or I can't get it to do this, or what am I doing wrong, that type of thing?
Yeah, so Optelec is kind of, you've got lots of benefits there. So obviously you'll buy from us, and then we've got all our service and support is based in exactly the same place in the UK, in Derbyshire. The tech guy is also based in Derbyshire, so you're always going to be speaking to somebody local who's actually sent you the product in the first place. Again, Tim, our workshop guy who does all the service, all the repairs, he literally knows everything inside and out. He's been doing it for over 15 years, I'd say. The tech that we do manufacture is, the word is simplicity. We want to keep it simple, because even though I'm not a tech geek, but I'm not that clever with tech. So the simpler the better. So the Orcam, as was it Keith was saying?
Yes, yeah, the Orcam 3, yes.
Yeah. So it's literally, it's the same size as a pen, a little bit thicker in the width. You have a button at the top of the Orcam that you would point and press at whatever you wanted it to read, and then it'll do like a little click and it'll read straight back to you. There's buttons on the top where you can speed up the voice, you can slow down the voice, and it's basically just click, point, and read. It's as easy as that.
Excellent. Yeah, I think
really
community, I think when it comes to AI and technology, you know, with inherited sight loss, you could be diagnosed at a later age, where technology hasn't been a priority, and then all of a sudden it becomes, I need to be able to use the accessibility features on my smartphone, or I need this technology, but not, like Keith said, have the confidence to be able to use it. But it's great that technology is being made easier to use, and not frustrating, you know. So that's absolutely brilliant. I think Sheila's got a question now.
Yeah, and then Sandra afterwards,
And
I think.
Thank you, Caroline.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hiya.
Yeah, I just wanted to make more of a comment about the Orcam pen, because I've actually bought one a couple of years ago, and just to say that when you say about seeing it, you know, demonstrated in a local place, they literally came in a little exhibition. I think it was run by the local sensory services in our village hall, and it was great because they showed me there. And I was really keen on it because I've got the sort of sight, I've always been able to read, but I'm gradually not able to read small print. And the thing that really bugged me is not being able to read magazines and newspapers. You know, I mean, you can get audio books, but it's just those sort of things. And actually, then I was really keen on it from what I saw at the demonstration, and I did have a home visit. And I mean, I think the consultant probably spent over an hour showing me, you know, really how to use it and the best ways, because it takes a little bit of getting used to initially. But and as he said, if you just buy it off Amazon or something, you're not, you know, you won't quite get that. But once you get it, it is really simple. So I'm very pleased with it.
Oh, it's wonderful to hear. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Sheila. That was lovely.
I'd just say that's a really good thing about our guys. It's like you say, if you buy anything online, some things don't even come with a manual, and you think, what am I doing with this? Whereas our guys will literally sit with you until you've got it. So, you know, that's brilliant to hear. That's made my day.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Sandra, you've got a question.
Yes, so the Orcam 3, do you have to aim it at a certain, so does it highlight a certain section of what you want it to read?
Yeah, so it's basically, it's a matter of distance. So if you want it to read a whole page, you would hold it a little bit further back, because then the infrared would pick up the entire page. If you just point and click at a column, it will read you that column. And the good thing is with the update is before it would just read straight across. Whereas now, if you do have columns, it will pick up the actual column.
So it's read an old bank statement.
Exactly. Or if you wanted to just learn about, I don't know, what should we pick? Dogs. Say you're reading an article on dogs and you said, just read on dogs. It would literally just pick out that bit as well. So it's very clever.
Accurate, very accurate.
Very, yeah. I like it. I'm very impressed with it.
Excellent. Thanks very much for your question, Sandra. How are we doing for time? I think we could. Just gone half past. Just gone half past. Does anybody have any final questions for Sarah or anything like that? Any other questions? Or any technology that you would like to see at these events, or any services? Does anyone have any feedback that they think that you've been to an event before and you missed out on something? You think, I really would like to try that or learn more about these services at all?
Good question.
No. So my question is, do you ever have anyone, for example, I run our Talking Tech peer support group, and it appears that the main question is that people have, they want to try on things like the wearables, and one wearable in particular is the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. Do you have any connections with them where they can actually get to try them out? Because not all local sight loss organizations or sensory services have this technology, you know, and is that something that someone perhaps could get hands on with, to try out? Do you have any connections with local Optoms or Meta themselves?
We don't have anything in the pipeline at the minute with the Meta glasses. The reason being is because they are very clever, very, very clever indeed. My on a personal level, I have a few tattoos, and my tattoo artist actually uses them to record her work that she does. So they're really good for things like that. The only thing is with the Meta glasses is they will only connect to certain phones and things like that. So it's kind of like a connectivity / network kind of thing. You've got to have specific things, and not everybody's going to have that one specific phone that you should have in order for it to connect. So they are amazing. I don't know whether we are going to have any connections with, you know, supplying them or anything in the future, but at the minute it's just a little bit limited for us, because our stuff, either it just connects straight to your Wi-Fi or their Bluetooth, and they connect to any smartphone, any tablet, anything. There's no limit to a connectivity with the things that we make, and a lot of things don't even need the internet. So yeah, that's where we're at with them at the minute. But you can, I think most local societies can maybe get a pair if you really wanted to try them out.
Excellent. No, thank you very much. And I know that's just a question that we hear, and a lot of questions that I get asked, you know, through our helpline. It's, you know, where can I try these glasses? You know, I heard that certain opticians can do them, and I do say that, you know, if you have got high street opticians close to you, perhaps just give them a call or pop in and see them. A lot of the time they have them on display, but then they might not be able to do a demonstration because they're dummy pairs and not the real deal, or they don't have anyone with the expertise to be able to do a full-on demonstration before, you know, and I always say, my ethos is always try before you buy, just to make sure that, like you say, Sarah, that it is compatible with your smart device, you know, because we do know that people use all sorts of smartphones, whether they are your standard Apple or your Samsung smartphones. But we do know that people like things like the Smart Vision or the blind shells, which may or may not be compatible with the apps, and also the device itself as well. Like you say, Bluetooth into it. So it's always keen to get, you know, try before you buy it. Make sure, do your homework, Pete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do your homework. And if you're not sure, ring us and ask us. We're always at the end of the phone, aren't we? People like us. We're there.
Yeah.
You know, if you're ever unsure.
Yeah, Keith's back. He's waving.
Hi, Keith. You're back in the room.
I'm so sorry. I didn't switch the plug on. And as I was saying, technology is almost a magical thing to me. So I'm awfully sorry.
When it's charged.
But yeah, that's it. And then I couldn't find it. I couldn't find
Oh, bless you.
I was supposed to be here. I'm so sorry. Sarah, I wanted to ask you about the Optelec pen.
Yes.
And, would it be able to read tin cans, like tins of baked beans or custard or things like that?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, it does.
And above all, would it be easy for someone who is as inept as me to use?
Can you point and can you click?
I can point and click, yeah.
There you go then. That's all it takes.
Oh, it really is that easy, is it?
It really is that simple. We were just
Oh.
saying our consultants will spend a good hour with you. I think it was Sheila. She's got one, and she said
Oh.
that guy literally spent an hour just until she felt comfortable with it. But they are once you've got the knack, easy as anything.
All right. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Thanks, Keith. Alison's got a question.
Hiya. Do you do a demonstration of the We Way Walk game?
No, we don't. Who does that one?
I think that is Sight and Sound. I think have got.
Is it?
Yeah. You would find them at Sight Village, and they usually have a big stand at Sight Village. And I think we actually had Sight and Sound at our annual conference as well. We are putting an exhibitors list together for our annual conference and professional conference this year, and a sneak peek. We are looking at the 18th and 19th of September, and it will be held in Birmingham this year. So we do have an exhibition suite that we will have tech that you can, and services that you can get to try stuff out. And if we are joined by Sight and Sound again, they will have not only the WeWalk but any other new technology that they are connected with, whether it be smart devices or any other mobile navigational devices as well. So more information will be available soon on our website. I think you can register. I don't think you can register yet, but as soon as
you can register your interest.
Right, you can register your interest, and we will actually put that in the follow-up email as well, just in case you are around the West Midlands or Birmingham area and you would like to join us for our annual conference or professional conference or both on the 18th and 19th of September.
Yeah, Mark, that was really good. You sent me that recording. Yeah, you sent me that recording the other day on the
of the WeWalk. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to find out a bit more. Of an actual demonstration. Yeah.
Sight Village.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Sight Village or conference will be the best place to try that out. It's a good piece of technology if you are mobile and you like to stay independent. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. How are we doing for time?
22.
22. I'm going to just do a little bit of a roundup of activity, peer support groups, and what we've got planned for 2026 for our community, peer support groups, etc. Thank you very, very much, Sarah, for joining us and sharing a little bit around Optelec and Vision Zone. We really do appreciate your time this evening. So thank you very much. If anyone has any further questions for Sarah, we will be putting all of Sarah's contact information into the follow-up, or if you've got any feedback of tech that you'd like to come across or to have demonstrated, then please fire those emails over to Sarah, or alternatively pick up the phone and give them a call. So thank you so much, Sarah. Please feel free to stay on for the rest of the meeting if you wish, but we really do appreciate your time this evening.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So a few bits and pieces from Retina UK. I've mentioned our annual conference. Many of you know that Retina UK are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. June 6, 2026 will be our actual anniversary of 50 years. 50 years since the British Retinitis Pigmentosa Society officially became a registered charity by the late Linda Cantor. And we are marking that day with events that we're hoping to plan across the UK, led by our peer support group. So if you are linked to a local peer group, then please keep an eye on your newsletters and updates, invitations to see how you can get involved and where that's going to be. We are looking to do one down in Kent and the southeast. We're also looking to do one up around the Sheffield area as well, but more information will follow very, very soon. We do have an array of peer support groups that are already in the pipeline, if not already live on our website. So please check out our events page for local peer support groups. We are planning our women's peer support group for International Women's Day on the 10th of March. The men's group is going to be on the 26th of February. Our young adults peer support group is lined up for the 25th. West Midlands is going to be on the 24th of February. Dorset and South West is going to be on the 17th. 17th. I'm glad you know you're better at this than I am. But then moving into March, we've got Newcastle. Our collaboration group with the Northern Alliance is going to be on the Saturday, the 28th of March. We are looking to do our next tech peer support group, and we're looking at the 24th of March for that one. So if you are looking, keeping up to date with all the latest tech news, advice, tips, hints, and information, please come and join us for the Talking Tech. And I'm very, very pleased to announce we are launching a 5th Talking Series peer support group. We briefly mentioned about books and audiobooks, and to celebrate World Book Day, we are very pleased to be launching a Talking Books peer support group, which will be on the 5th of March. So very, very excited about that one. And following another new local group we are going to be launching is one in South Wales, which will cover the southern regions, including Cardiff, Newport and Swansea. So if you are looking to get involved and join our South Wales peer support group, that will be looking at the 17th of March, I do believe. But all of these days are subject to change, so please do sign up to our mailing lists for our local peer groups if they are close to you, or any of our focused interest peer groups as well, because they are coming thick and fast. The next Talking Travel is penciled in for the 19th of March, so we've got lots and lots coming your way to keep you engaged, excited and informed about all things that are happening across Retina UK. And the services that we can provide. I believe there is a webinar also towards the end of March as well. I think we're looking at the 26th. Again, more information will be available around that as well. And if you are followers of our national peer support groups, I am also delighted, and I'm not going to share too much about our Easter spring meeting, but it does involve chocolate. So I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm going to let you to go off, and I'm going to let you mold that one over. So it does involve chocolate. It's going to be a very inspirational talk. So it will get you geared up for lots of sweet treats over the Easter break. So that's just a few bits and pieces that are coming our way from Retina UK. If you do have any questions, drop us an email at info@retinauk.org.uk. Call our helpline on 0300 111 4000. Alternatively, drop me an email into services@retinauk.org.uk, and I'll pick that one up as well. Many of you may already have my mobile number. I'm happy to share that with you in the comments, and also here on screen as well. So it's 07889595783. So please do stay in contact with us. We do have WhatsApp groups as well. So if you're interested in technology, join our Tech Tribe WhatsApp technology WhatsApp group, where again you can share tips, hints, information, seek advice, what's hot, what's not, what you're struggling with, and what you are impressed by. That is an amazing group. It's growing ever so fast. It's run by Ellie and Anna. So again, if you're interested in that, drop me a text message or an email, and we can get you signed up to that. So Oh, creative arts, that's it. The other one, Caroline has just reminded me, I knew that there was one more. Our creative arts peer support group is actually signed, already ready to go very soon. And that's going to be led by Steve Cox, who's joined us this evening. And we are going to be joined by a very, very inspirational sculptor called Aaron McPeak. And he is very, very skilled in all sorts of sensory sculptors. So please come and join us for that one on Monday, the 23rd of February. And you'll be joined by Steve Cox and co-host Brian Coates on that one. So I think, have I missed anything, Caroline? That was a lot of information to digest. So you may have to go back to the audio recording to keep up to date. But like I say, if there is anything else that we can support with, then please do stay in contact with us.
There's a couple more. Berkshire on the 16th.
Oh, Berkshire on the 16th. And
South Yorkshire, Sheffield on the 21st.
South Yorkshire, Sheffield, on 21st. That one's in person. So if you did want to come for light refreshments at Grappa's restaurant and bar in Sheffield, then please come and join our income generation manager, James Clark, and the rest of the group for that one. It's going to be a great afternoon with refreshments, guest speakers, and a great group. And that's from 12 o'clock, isn't it, on the 21st. Berkshire is an online social starting from 7. All of our online meetings are from 7 p.m, including our focused interest groups.
And then just Edinburgh.
Yes, and then moving on into April, there will be an Edinburgh peer support group, which is going to be at the Festival Theatre, and we are delighted to be welcoming Chloe, a research from the Uni of Edinburgh, talking about the research project that she's working on at the moment. If anyone is up in Glasgow and they would like to join Retina UK at our Site Village event, is it from 12 till 1?
Yeah. Yes.
12 till 1 on March 17th. Please come and meet the team, meet some researchers. Our research manager, Kate Arkle, will be there as well. James will be there, and Paula will be there as well, our deputy CEO. And we're also looking to arrange a Glasgow social as well, which will be led by Sarah, the facilitator for the new facilitator of the Glasgow group. So I think that is everything. Thank you very, very much, Caroline. There was a lot of information there. Has anybody got or have any thoughts or anything that you'd like to share for upcoming future national peer support group meetings, or is anything that we've missed or you would like to see more of? Please do raise your hand, shout out, because our online peer support groups, our local groups, and the events that we put on, are for our community, which want to make sure that we are leading you guys in the right direction. So any feedback you can share, it's vital for us to carry on doing what we do and enjoy what we do here at Retina UK.
No, I think everyone must be happy.
That's good.
Toby's got his hand up.
Oh, Toby. Hi, Toby.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for joining us.
My question was in relation to the Welsh peer support group.
Yes.
You mentioned. Is that a new group? And you mentioned sort of Swansea, Newport, Cardiff. Is that going to be a sort of online sort of meeting like this, or is it going to be a sort of face-to-face type of meeting?
It's a very, very good question, Toby. So I've been speaking to Stuart Francis, who's
actually on the call.
He's actually on the call. So Stuart's joined us, and Stuart has kindly joined the Retina UK, the amazing volunteer team at Retina UK. to help facilitate the in-person element, but we also understand that mobility, locations, geography can barrier the in-person element of peer support groups. That's why we do strive to continue to provide an online virtual element. So for the very first meeting, Toby, it will be held online. It will be a Wales informational event. So if there is any information that will benefit the sight loss community, inherited sight loss community across Wales, we will share any information with the community, and then Stuart, we will be delighted to introduce Stuart, that will share a little bit about his journey and his expertise, and also why he joined Retina UK as a volunteer. So we're really looking forward to that one, and that will be on the 17th of March online from 7 p.m. and we will be sharing that once we've had a speaker confirmed, and I do believe.
Mark?
Yeah,
Mark, it's Stuart. Yeah, the speaker is confirmed. It will be Owen from Welsh Council for the Blind.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Stuart. So we've got Owen that will be joining us, and they will be giving an update. We had Owen join us, or must be about 3 years ago now, at an online peer support group, and he's just going to be giving an update about all things that's happening at the WCB. So please pencil that one into your diary, and if you want to stay connected, then we can add you to the bespoke mailing list for that peer support group. And if anybody is interested in any of the groups that I've mentioned and you're not on the mailing list, drop me an email, drop me a text message and say, can you sign me up to this peer group? And we'll ensure that you're on our database and you are kept up to date with all personalised invitations to our peer groups that we are hosting over the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, well, I'd definitely like to be added to the mailing list for the Welsh one. If you can do that, that'd be great.
No, absolutely.
And Toby, we'll probably do 2, if not 3, online, and then hopefully when the weather's a bit better, try and get a get together.
Good luck with that in Wales.
Yeah, well, maybe get a get together somewhere central like Cardiff.
Yeah, bring a brolly. The show must go on, so we'll make sure that it's not too outdoorsy. But yeah, as soon as the weather,
anoraks will be supplied.
Yeah, Retina UK anoraks, where your goggles, Retina UK goggles will be provided. No, we want to make sure that you guys can all meet up. And if you've got any ideas of venues or places of interest or things that you'd like to do, if you can meet in person, please ping them over, and me and Stuart can mull those over. Or if there is any other communication methods, whether you want a WhatsApp group for South Wales, these are avenues that we can also look at as well, so to keep you more connected during the times when there is no peer group meetings, and to keep you up to date as well when the next one is. So very good question. Thanks very much, Toby.
Thanks, Toby.
Cool. I think we're good for time.
Yeah.
Has anyone got any final thoughts before we leave this evening, and you guys can enjoy the rest of your evenings? I think we're all good. Well, thank you very, very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the first National Peer Support Group of 2026, which is our winter meeting. A massive thank you to Caroline, who has supported me with answering your questions and comms. My name is Mark Baxter. I'm the Information and Support Coordinator. Thank you very, very much for joining us, everyone. We both wish you a very pleasant evening, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next National Peer Support Group, along with other peer support group online meetings from Retina UK. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a lovely evening and take care. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, Mark. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
We hope you've enjoyed this Retina UK peer group recording. If you have any questions or queries regarding its content, or you would like to leave us some feedback, then please do get in touch. You can contact us via our helpline on 0300 111 4000. Call the office team on 01280 821 334, or alternatively, you can contact us via email at services@retinauk.org.uk. If you are interested in creating your own peer support group and assisting Retina UK to grow our peer support group network and join our amazing team of volunteers, then please do get in touch by contacting us at info@retinauk.org.uk and speak to a member of staff to see how you can get involved. Thanks again for listening, and please stay tuned for more peer support group recordings coming throughout this year. Take care and all the best. Bye for now.